isn't having faith just an emotion? Well, this is a really good question, and the short answer is no. It's so much more than that. But I think the question is birthed out of this idea that some people have faith and some people don't. Just like some people like vanilla ice cream and some people like strawberry ice cream. It's really very subjective, and each person likes or doesn't like it, just as some people have faith or don't. But I think that's a bit of a short-sighted view of faith, because it really is so much more than that. When I think of my Christian faith, that is my Christian belief, it is actually grounded in evidence. You see, there was this man, Jesus Christ, who lived around about 2,000 years ago in and around Jerusalem, and we have documents in the Bible that tell us about his life. They tell us about his life, they tell us about his death, and they tell us about his resurrection. And I think when you add up all the evidence, when you look at the case for the reliability of these things, I think there is a really strong case to be made. There are also really good arguments for the existence of God. And so on one side, faith has a very rational side to it. There's the evidence side. But again, that's not where it ends. There is the emotional side to it. When I think of a human relationship, one of marriage, often it'll come with feelings of love and excitement and joy and elation. Sometimes some other feelings will come along with it as well. But those feelings do not determine whether the relationship is real. Those feelings don't determine whether the other person actually exists or not. You see, that person is there and the relationship exists whether or not I feel a certain way or whether or not I feel any way about it at all. I think about C.S. Lewis, who wrote the Narnia Chronicles, if you're familiar with those. He started off as an atheist, but when he looked at all the evidence for the existence of God, all the evidence for the reliability of the Bible, and the life and death and resurrection of Jesus Christ, he saw these things, and the overwhelming evidence led him to believe that actually this is true. But that's not where he stayed. He moved on to have a deeper faith and trust in Jesus, and that relationship grew. And if you read his writings, you will see deep and complex and beautiful imagery and emotion that his faith had. And when I consider my Christian faith, which I believe is based on evidence, it doesn't end there, but it gives me a greater map of the world. It helps me locate myself within it and see that there is meaning, that I have value, that I have purpose, that humanity is special and loved by God, and that this is true. And so there's the emotional side, there's the rational side, and faith by no means is just an emotion, but it is also very emotional. And so I would encourage you, if you haven't looked at it before, look at the claims of Jesus Christ, read the Bible for yourself, and see that, in fact, there is a God out there, that he does love you and know you and is reaching out to you. And I would really encourage you, take a step of faith. Try and speak to him, try and pray to him, and see what happens.